Yo, when you think of Little Nightmares, what do you think of? The eerie landscapes? The beautiful music? Those big round boys? Or maybe it's the meticulous story they've given us so far? No. You think of Six. The little girl in the big yellow raincoat has been the face of Little Nightmares since its inception. But with no sign of Six in any of the new trailers or gameplay we've seen so far, maybe she won't be for long. I'm here today to theorize and maybe decide if Six will return to Little Nightmares 3. By the way, if you like news, info, or playthroughs of indie games, give the channel a little lovin', subscribe, and hit the like button. It'd really help. Thank you! So, back to the problem. Like all Little Nightmares lore, it seems a lot of the past, present, and future, or whatever time is in the nowhere, is shrouded in uncertainty. So Six is important, right? Let's make sure. Maybe through understanding where she came from and what her character seems to be like, we can guess and pontificate where she'll end up. So, what does Six want? Everything we know about Six and Little Nightmares in general has happened fairly silently, inferred through literal actions. We assume she is stuck in the nowhere because the first time we see Six, we now know she's been on a journey to satisfy a deep hunger. And what better place to do that than the mall? The mall is advertised as a walking sea resort guests go to succumb to hunger. That's right, folks. Be the first caller and you can have your very own 5 business day cruise on our giant submersible rust bucket. Just with 4 easy installments of 4 children in little bottles, you'll be able to eat all you want, anytime you want, with no thoughts needed behind those beautiful little eyes. So either Six was drawn to the mall from the poster she saw, learning that the mall is where you go to satisfy your hunger, or she knew of the owner, the lady, and her power to suck a person's life essence out of their bodies. Either way, Six obtains those powers by killing the lady. So chronologically, the last place we see Six is in the dining hall of the mall, sucking the souls out of all of the guests. So does that mean she's still there? It might actually be a great place for Six to stay, possibly taking on the role of the lady and just leading more passengers to the mall to succumb to their gluttony and feed her never-ending hunger. I think that makes perfect sense. There might even be a hint that teases Lo and Alone's own trip to the mall. This moment, our duo creeping down a set of rickety metal stairs. Look familiar? It sure does to me. Second, something that was pointed out to me recently, and the way Lo and Alone would even travel to the mall in the first place, this mirror. Now, there's a particular place where we see this exact same type of mirror in Little Nightmares 1. In the DLC Secrets of the Mall, the runaway kid passes by a slew of them in the last episode. Lo obviously has the power to travel through mirrors, so why not return to the warm, cozy mall? Finally, like I said in the beginning, Six is essentially the face of this franchise. While Mono was a breath of fresh air and very well received, I would argue his story has wrapped up quite well. Assuming Little Nightmares 3 takes place after Little Nightmares 1, I think Six should return, because her story is not done yet. Six's ending is not satisfying the way it's left off currently, and I'll tell you why. The hero's journey. It's a type of storytelling template for a lot of modern stories. Movies like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, you name it, they all use this to share their main character's journey. In a nutshell, a protagonist, Six, is suddenly whisked away from their ordinary life and embarks on a grand adventure. Along the way, they make new friends, confront perils, and face tests of character. In the end, evil is defeated, and the hero returns home a changed person. It's not a huge stretch to think Six's story fits this outline pretty well. Six is whisked into the nowhere, made at least one, albeit temporary, friend, and has traversed many strange areas, and has faced tests of character. But has she truly defeated evil? Not really. If anything, if the story ends here, she has only become evil. According to this example, Six would have to overcome her hunger permanently. There's no telling if Six will actually make it home, but is this a satisfying ending for the face of a franchise? So yes, I do think Six should return. But will she? The writer of Little Nightmares has really loved punching us in the gut over time, and I do think the unexpected should be expected. I only say this because Little Nightmares 3 does take place in a completely separate area of the nowhere called the Spiral, a cluster of locations that sort of meld together, which I think is a really cool idea because that happens in my dreams all the time. The Spiral does not include the Maw that we know of, although it does move. 6 has a complex story, one we might not completely understand fully yet. Her innocence was stripped away from her when her soul was separated from her body, thus causing her to think deeper about her survival. After diving deeper, there are ways to get low and alone to where we saw 6 last, but will fate connect them in the right ways? All in all, I really do think we have a good shot at seeing 6 again. In my eyes, her story's not finished. But what do you think? Do you think we'll see 6 in Little Nightmares 3? Maybe as an adult, a monster? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything else I publish on the channel. I will see y'all later. Peace!